Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Above the Yellow live stream on a Friday night. Feels really weird not going into a race weekend, so not a whole lot to talk about at this point. Going forward, I think we have a lot of silly season news kind of figured out right now, but we might dive into that a little bit tonight as there's still things to figure out. Um, but yeah, welcome. We're going to preview, or I guess review, I should say, the 2022 season. We also have a list of superlatives. We did this last year. If you are a longtime watcher of Above the Yellow Line, last year we did a superlative type video that we put together with the whole ATYL crew on like the best and worst of 2021. We're going to do that again with 2022 all on the live stream. So very excited. And those from the crew that could not make it tonight, I have their list of loves in, I guess, dislikes from the season to share. And I hope you all share yours in the comments as well when we get to that point. Also have some news to talk about. The TV schedule came out for 2023, which is wild. So yeah, what else do we have to talk about tonight? There's probably another news piece that I'm missing in the moment, but we'll definitely get to. And then during the off season, we'll have some fun content planned, some more tier list, because I know we love doing those on the stream. Definitely, we have a whole merch show that we want to do. Definitely some surprise guests on the show that we talked about. I talked about on Twitter and reached out to some folks from the racing community that we're excited to bring on during the off season. So we're not going anywhere over the off season, holidays in mind. Those we will be off, but otherwise, we're still here giving you content all off season long to hold you over until the NASCAR season starts again. Obviously, racing is not done though. I mean, F1's still in schedule. First off, I mean, we'll probably talk about that tonight just because it involves, Haas, and that's pretty exciting. So, anywho, hello in the comments, Dominic and Ryan. Thank you for joining in. Let's see. Let's bring in some friends now. It's totally time. Let's bring in. Actually, okay. Let me first get that off the screen. Hi, everybody. Let's bring in Dom. Let's do that. Dom, what is up? Welcome.
Hello. Can you hear me okay?
I got you.
Okay, good. Good. I'm repping the family business today.
Oh,
So
oh,
I'm
nice.
sure it's all backwards. Is it all backwards?
It
Okay.
is.
Bazzaco
Yeah.
Builders. Yeah. So
Nice. I was like, I can't read what that says
it's a retired family business, but yes.
Well, that's cool. You're also repping Bush.
Well,
Bush.
we're always repping
Yeah.
we always have the Bush series agenda.
Always have to. We always got the ATYL merch too.
Yes, exactly.
Always repping the merch.
Shout out Rob. Appreciate him
Shout out Rob.
making stuff for us.
Rob,
good to be back.
Yeah. No, I'm glad to have you back because you were here last time and we missed you.
Taking in a week of I told you so's.
I know. So if you guys don't remember this, last November, Dom literally was like, mark my words, Joey Logano 22-22.
October 14th, 2021.
It was October. Oh my God.
October 14th, 2021. I said, Joey's going to the playoffs. He's going to the championship 4. He's winning the 22 title.
Well, okay, so
look at me now.
Okay, now I got to put you on the spot. Do you have a prediction for 2023? Because it's like a little.
I've only made one, and it's that Toyota's winning it.
Oh, okay.
A Toyota driver wins the Cup next year.
So
that's my only prediction.
Let's bookmark that. Friday, November 11th.
According to the trends, Joey will not be in the championship 4 next year.
That's true. That we do know.
Book it.
Yeah, book it.
November, what is today?
11th?
11th, yeah. Book it.
2022.
Yep.
Also, something cool about today, it's like the 11th month, the 11th day, and it equals 22.
22.
Because 11 plus 11, 22. I just figured that out. Yeah, look at that. Oh, hello, everybody in the comments. I see you all. Lots of
we're blowing up now.
Guys. Love you all.
It's good to see.
It was great to know that Christopher Bell won 2 Cup races. I know, man. We're going to talk about him. I'm sure
he won 3 Cup races.
I think he won 3, yeah. We did.
He won 3. New Hampshire, the Roval, and Martinsville.
Yes.
He's a 3-time winner this year. Finally showing off that talent he's got.
Spread the word, Ross the boss. I like that, Mickey. Good evening. Hi. Let's see. MV Roner called it as well. First confirmed post was January 1st, 2022, where I said he'd win the championship. Lots of y'all called it this year. Very impressive. Look at that. Let's see. Adam? How we doing?
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
Is he ready? Okay. He's ready. Hi.
Good evening.
How are you?
I am well.
You said in our group chat that you were some type of way today.
I am, and it's always a good time to talk about mental health.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. No, take mental health very seriously here. Always check in on your friends, see how they're doing.
MVR owner just made a very good point. I feel bad for forgetting this, but it is Veterans Day. So thank you
Yes.
to everyone who served or is serving.
Absolutely. I don't know. My great grandpa served in World War II, actually battled the Bulge.
Wow.
He passed away
Ooh.
2018. One of my heroes.
My great
Crazy.
uncle was in Normandy. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He wasn't the first. I think he was like one of the last waves that went into Normandy. But still, it's like it doesn't change anything. That's still probably the most brutal day in human existence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dang.
But,
No, we appreciate everyone.
My grandpa served in Korea, and my brother's in the military now too.
Wow. Oh yes, your brother. That's correct.
Yes, but he's home right now, so it's good. He just got back from deployment. He's all good.
So he'll be back for the holidays and everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. I got to see him for my birthday. Got to see my niece and nephew. So having a blast. Yeah, we're doing good now.
Talk about good for mental health. Seeing family.
Yes,
My goodness.
Definitely. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks to all the families of those who have served, will serve, and who continue to serve. It's a huge sacrifice. So thank you guys. For sure. I also love
to say I did
ahead.
a lot of research for this
you
episode. Because there
the
was
superlatives?
looking at the superlatives, there was one thing I felt I could do differently than everybody else, which I have a feeling it's going to be different than everybody else. So I was like, well, let me confirm all my stuff, and did a whole thing. So yeah, you'll see.
Do we want to jump into that?
That's up to you. You're the boss.
I'm going to jump into that.
You're the one in charge here.
I feel like Rob was supposed to join us, but
you're the one driving this crazy train.
Let's jump on the crazy train right now and go to our 2022 superlatives. I think that'll be fun. So I have a whole list of things, and we can probably debate and discuss as we go along. Also in the comments, like I said earlier, share yours when we get to them. Like if you totally disagree with us, absolutely disagree with us in the comments. I want to hear some opinions on this. But we'll start off with we'll go easy. Best paint scheme. Maybe this will be controversial, but Adam, what's your favorite paint scheme this season?
Y'all already know what it is, and I even have it pulled up. Now, there were two variations of this paint scheme this season. I liked the first version.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Did he have it? Yes.
Yeah. Bush Light Apple. Yeah,
Bush Light Apple.
That one's a beauty.
This one is absolute. And an honorable mention just to all of the number 4 paint schemes this season. They brought the fire.
Yeah, they did.
Absolutely brought the fire.
Yes, they did. I mean, I agree with Taylor too. Like the Mobil 1 car was killer this year. I love that they brought the horse back. And
yes.
Yeah. Like
that's my favorite.
Major Jeremy Mayfield vibes.
Yes.
Major Jeremy Mayfield vibes. Like
so that is your favorite?
That is not my favorite. I just agreed that Stewart Haas Racing brought it this year. But my favorite's not from SHR. Is it my turn?
Yeah, go for it.
So you're gonna know who it is right away, but if you know me, I'm a sucker for orange and blue color combination. And when I saw this one, especially with the chrome numbers, I was sold. That's my favorite.
Yes.
By far.
I mean, I gotta say, Brad, like their team killed it this year with paint schemes. I mean, like I love the violent defense. I know some people didn't like that, but I loved it.
And then I know Adam being a football fan like me, could you imagine that with the Florida Gators logos on it? Like that would be the best looking race car.
Oh God, that'd be great.
Yeah, a lot of chopping going on with that paint scheme.
If they ran that in Daytona, that'd be crazy.
That would be.
God. Let's make it a thing.
Sea of orange and blue in the grandstands.
Honestly.
Noah said most of Trackhouse's schemes in the Violet 6 scheme. Gotta agree.
The Violet Defense number 6 was very nice, and I'm
glad
that
jockey schemes were good.
Oh yeah,
I like those.
I always like Daniel's Comscope car.
Yes. Yeah.
The Comscope car is very cool. It reminds me of the like the Kodak gradient that they used to do.
Yes.
That's why I like it. What else was
It's because it's nostalgic, Taylor.
I was gonna say the GoPro schemes too were good.
The GoPro cars were very nice. The GoPro cars were very cool.
I was
Yes.
gonna order the 99. I had it like pre-ordered, ready to go, and then it was canceled, and I was so sad.
I think it would have been cool just because of Justin Marks if they did a GoPro Motorplex car.
Oh, that would be so nice.
But I mean, he's still GoPro in itself is already under his name basically too, so that's pretty cool.
That's true.
It would have been on Mr. Motorplex's order list.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
it would be.
Mr. Motorplex would have had that definitely bought.
Let's bring
If
in
you
Rob
know,
on
you know.
this.
Oh, Rob has joined us.
Rob, what's up?
Oh, Roberto.
What's
Come
your
on.
favorite paint scheme?
Como
Dr.
es-
Branning.
What's my favorite paint scheme?
Yeah, we're bringing you on that.
Honestly, and it's probably one of my favorite paint schemes of all time now. I love Bubba Wallace's McDonald's car.
That was a close, that was in my top 5 for the season.
Yeah, I
So
love
good.
that car. I love that, and I loved his Lidos car.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
The Lidos
yeah.
car was cool.
But
what did you think of the or go ahead, sorry.
I'll add a caveat. I like the 45 on both of them more than the 23.
That I will agree with that. I do. It just I don't know why it looks better, but it does.
50
Four looks
or
mean.
45 just looks like it's a better looking number on a race car.
Did you like the McDonald's car when they brought the backup car out at Pocono when the whole nose
No.
was black?
Absolutely
did.
not.
I didn't know. I
Absolutely
didn't know.
not.
I wanted to know what you thought about that.
I want as much red as possible.
You know, it's
Look,
funny
look,
you bring that car up. I
want
thought
to
about
look like
that car
a-
today too. I
You
thought
what?
about that car today too because when I first saw it go on racetrack, I thought I liked it, but looking back at it, I hate it.
Really?
Yeah,
I was-
I hate
I'm
it. I did not
surprised-
enjoy
I
it.
was gonna say,
a
yeah,
good
I'm
one.
surprised nobody said the Jordan
Yeah.
car.
It's
That's a good car.
beautiful.
The first Jordan car.
The first Air Jordan
the
car was
first.
awesome.
The winner car.
Kansas win.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Air Jordan car was very nice.
That was a good car.
We also got a comment about I thought it was interesting seeing Interstate on the 19 at New Hampshire. I liked it. It was very odd.
Not to mention the
Yeah.
fact that there was DeWalt on the 18.
I
Yeah,
hated
the wall
that.
on the
That
18
made
was-
my day really, really confusing.
that made my nose bleed.
I was like, man,
Your
Kyle Busch
nose
is doing
bleed.
really well. I kept shooting him in the lead, and I'm like, oh wait, no, that's the
That's a good
19.
one, Mike.
Did any of you notice that? I mean, I know Gear Wrench was Kevin Harvick, but did any of you notice that in the 600, Chase Elliott had Gear Wrench on his quarter panel?
Yeah, I think he did
What?
a couple
Yeah.
times this year.
Yeah.
I think it was a few times.
He had it
Ooh.
once. He
I
had
don't
it
know.
once on his quarter panel at the 600.
Look up on Lionel's website. If there's a difference in quarter panels, they probably are offering a diecast in it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Especially if it's
True.
Chase Elliott.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Yes.
Yeah. Every Chase Elliott car is made, whether it needs to be or not.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to our next superlative. Oh yeah, next one is easy. Worst paint scheme.
Wait, Taylor, what was your favorite?
Oh my God, that's right. Dom already said it. It was the Harvick Mobile One.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's simplistic and beautiful, and I like it.
It's very nostalgic.
Yeah, that's why I liked it. It was like
Yes.
it brought me
did it
back.
have? Correct me if I'm wrong. It had blue numbers on the side, right? Or were they
Yes.
black?
Yes,
Yes.
No, they're
they
blue.
were blue.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I want to see him.
Good.
I want to see him throw back to the old, like
The Mayfield
Late-
one.
the late 2000s one, which is basically the Mayfield one.
Yeah.
But
do a oh.
in order to do that, they have to chain. Oh, he's got. That's
Wait,
not Bubba Wallace.
What's up, Bubba Wallace? Wait.
It's in a Bubba Wallace case. Incorrect. Faux pas. There,
Wow.
we'll pull it out and we'll do it
It's
justice.
so pretty.
Nice. I just
Yeah.
got
It's an awesome car.
It's gonna be hard to see here, but I got Harvick's Bush to the Moon car in the mail yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I went on a little Circle B shopping spree the other day.
Yeah,
I've
but you
got-
guys. It's
I've got a couple other coming in the mail, but they're not here yet.
Bubba
you guys
Wallace.
saw. I got the 2020 Busch Light Apple Michigan sweep car.
Yeah,
I got it too.
So yeah, that's a. Great
I'm still
car.
waiting on Bubba's McDonald's 124. I've had his 164 for a while.
The
Yeah.
Talladega winner.
No, I have both. I have
No.
both scales of those.
Okay.
I don't know if Circle B just isn't.
Oh, you're talking about this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if
I gotcha.
they're just being slow with releasing like pre-orders or what, but
I feel like they're being very slow with that.
they are
but,
they're
you
being
know.
but I think a lot of it is the fact that the shipping ships that are that carry everything are like literally like sitting out in the harbor for months. So I don't blame them.
I will say, like, I would buy more diecast right now, but I literally just dropped like over $200 on Christmas gifts.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, I
started-
can't do it right now.
I
Kids
started
are
buying
up this season.
164s. I started buying 164s again because I'm running out of space for 124s.
And then you run out of space for 164s.
Well, it's a little bit easier because I can put them on these little things that I can put 10 on here.
Can you show those? Like, can you bring that?
Hold up.
Because I feel like everyone needs to see this because it's pretty genius.
So if you don't follow me on Twitter,
I
put a DIY on this. So basically, what this is. Okay, hold up.
Oh, that zoom. Got that zoom. Oh,
yeah. Okay.
Lovely.
Great. So here's what this is. So it's basically like a 4-inch Lazy Susan that you can get on Amazon for like $5, and then you can get like a 6-pack of. Hold up, I have the box. I get these on Amazon. I'm sure you can probably get them anywhere, but they're these.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And they're just 164 cases, and then you can get I don't have them right next to me, but you get these little like sticker things that you can put on top of them, and so they spin.
Okay, question though. So like these are the ones that you get in like the boxes that you order on Circle B. This isn't like the authentics that you get in like the.
A couple of them are.
Okay.
Which ones are authentics? The Truex is an authentic. Larson.
All the
lefty
all of these.
Window nets.
Yeah, basically all the white window nets, and I think on the other side, these two are.
Gotcha.
And then these are the regular. But hold up. Since I'm doing this, I'll show you the Busch Light one I got the other day.
Do it.
Oh boy.
Because I'm
not gonna lie, Rob. I'm getting my wallet's getting lighter by the seconds by you showing me that.
Yeah.
I might have a DIY project for Thanksgiving
but
break.
But see, the thing is, it's cheap in it, and look, it puts.
Yeah.
You know, you can put.
It looks so nice.
You can put 10 cars on it.
Man.
Oh damn, that looks good.
So I forgot I had this one, and then I found it at my parents' place the other week.
That's a good car.
I just got that one the other day.
So jealous.
I'm telling you, just go to your local antique shops, and these are all the 2007 race versions I have.
Nice.
I still need to find Carl Edwards' Michigan car from 07 that isn't like ungodly expensive.
Those are nice.
Thanks.
The comment section is jealous.
Super jelly. Super jelly.
I'm jealous.
Man.
No, that's like what I aspire to have as my collection. I need to redo my set anyways for like the normal ATYL episodes, and now I'm gonna steal that idea because it just looks so nice.
There are so many affordable ways to do it.
There are.
You don't have to get everything like pre-made, like the like curio cases, like cabinets with the lights already in them. Both of these shelves were like $20 on Amazon, and then the light fixtures underneath were $1 each at Dollar Tree. So
are they literally just like the stick-on lights, like you peel off the back and then?
Yeah, I put them with Velcro command strips though because it's a little stronger. I tried it with the like ones they came with, but they're dollar store. So one woke me up in the middle of the night because it fell.
That happens.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Anyway, tangent over.
You're good. Now, do you have any? Okay, question for you. Do you guys collect any paint schemes that you like hate, but you just do it because of the driver?
I used to.
Oh.
When
Gordon?
when 164 cars were cheaper. Yeah, I could have multiple races going on in my living room. Yeah.
I
remember how much a 164 cost in 2012. $6.50.
Was it really $6? I thought it was $7.
$6.50 in 2012.
That hurts.
And then in 2013 they bumped it to $6.75 for the Gen 6.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Here we are.
We are staring down the barrel of $12.
Yeah.
I think they were $6 in like 2007. I vaguely remember them being $6 at the souvenir haulers.
You know, for NASCAR 75th anniversary, we should just bump the prices back to celebrate. You know, let's bring it back.
Can I just say one thing about getting diecasts at souvenir haulers, which I surprisingly didn't do when I was at Atlanta or New Hampshire for that matter. Yeah, I wasn't into it, and I didn't want to spend a ton of money because I had already dropped a ton of money on the trip.
The fact that me and Rob crossed paths at some point in Atlanta, we had no idea.
Oh, I definitely saw I definitely could have seen him like out on pit road, but
Yeah.
you would have never seen me.
Dang.
Because I was just a spectator that day. But
Gotta make
anyway,
that happen next year.
the first time I went to Dover for qualifying in June 2007, I only got 2 die casts, and I remember the 2 I got. I got Reed Sorensen's target
Makes
car,
sense.
and then that was the only one I like actually like wanted to get, and that's the only one I was like, okay, like I'm gonna go there and I'll find that one, and then I'll be good. And then I ended up getting Brian Vickers' Red Bull car. And I wish I still had that car. I wish I still had that car.
Oh, you don't have it?
Well, I have both of them, but they're both like I was 10 years old, so I played with them.
Well,
So
yeah.
they're not in good
That's
condition.
join the
Like I won't put them here
Oh, okay, that's fair.
because they're too dinged up. So I want to find. I know for Reed Sorensen's
Adam.
car from that year,
Those-
they have
Dad. Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad. I'm glad you're
Hi,
watching.
Adam's dad.
hey, he's got a good name.
I remember the first,
Nice.
Yes.
my first cup race was 11 at Charlotte. It was the fall race, wasn't 600. And first of all, it's sad because every driver and every team had a hauler back then.
Yeah. Wait a minute, 11?
2011.
So all 3 of us went to a Charlotte race in 2011 except for Taylor.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't in the sport at that point, guys.
Like in 11?
Little
I
late.
think I went to an Xfinity race in 11. Went to
I
that
thought,
one.
didn't you go to the 600? Oh, you went to the 2013 600.
2013 and 2008.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay,
the
okay. I thought
only-
you went to the 11.
The only die cast I got, because I had gotten the day before, I got some stuff at JGR and Stuart Haas. But I got Robbie Gordon's Speed Energy 164.
Whoa!
I-
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
I've been looking. There's a lot of them on eBay, and they're like
Yeah. They're
not.
not bad.
They're like $24, which
Oh,
isn't
not
bad
nice.
for a rare 164. It's not like you go and look for like a Red Bull, or like I would love to find Johnny Sauter's
Yellow.
70 yellow car,
Yeah.
but those usually go for like $70.
Oh, God, no.
And Adam can attest, Speed Energy is delicious.
Is it? I've never had
It's very good.
It's better, in all honesty, flavor
Yes,
wise.
It is.
It's also
much
more
better.
affordable.
Is it
I
better
had-
for your like brain?
I had it a couple times,
Probably
and then
not.
I never saw it again.
Better
in
for your
stores.
heart?
So
I
it's
remember
like
I had-
gone now?
You can still get it. They just don't sell it anywhere.
Yeah,
Wow.
like the only place I could ever find it was at Harris Teeter grocery store.
Oh,
does
that's
Amp,
odd. Okay.
does Amp Energy still exist?
Yes.
Yep.
Really, I've never seen it anywhere. At least not up here.
It really just tastes like Mountain Dew with.
Yeah, they threw
Yeah,
the
I
kids in.
remember.
They threw
Because in
Yeah.
high school, not even in high school, in middle school, I drank Amps and Red Bull, or I would have like a Red Bull from time and time again. That's not the way you talk, but it's fine. But I remember drinking Monster a lot, and
Ooh.
I started to get like chest pains
Yeah. Don't do that.
because I was 12.
Don't do that.
And I have not had one since. I have not had one since I was like 13.
I was so scared to drink energy drinks. I have not. I sipped like a monster, and I was like, I'm good.
I
That's
remember,
as
be
far as I
honest.
can go.
I remember
Let's be honest.
Monster
All
being
sodas are energy
I
drinks.
mean, they kind of are. Let's be real. The stuff where it's like Coca-Cola with like coffee and energy, that kind of stuff that they had.
Oh.
Has
Like
anybody
that's a heart
tried the-
attack.
Yeah.
Has anybody tried the Pepsi Nitro?
No,
I'm like vaguely curious, but
I
every
don't.
time I think about it, I'm like, no.
What
I
I
have to
never
be on, like,
understood
long
was while AMP was still in existence, why they launched Kickstart.
Yeah.
I
You know
never, I
what?
never
Kickstart's
understood.
really
That's
good.
valid.
I never
Kickstart's
understood
really
that
good.
though. It is good.
There's an
But I-
unlimited supply at the Dollar Trees of the Kickstart.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not complaining.
Looks
We got
like.
way off track there.
Sorry, I was looking at the reviews for Pepsi Nitro. 3.4 stars out of 5.
Look at a goddamn.
I had a friend that tried it.
Awful. Swear jar.
That's right.
Swear
They said
jar.
it's interesting because like the way the bubbles like they explode in your mouth, it's very different.
Yeah. Ginger ale and okay, MW Roner. I see a lot of comments we gotta get to. Ginger ale, in my opinion, is not an energy drink.
It's not.
Also, I might try
No,
Pepsi
it's not
Nitro.
caffeine.
Love ginger ale.
Ginger ale is like soothing for the stomach and the soul. Just
Yeah,
saying,
that's
it's my
I-
go-to.
like
That's
Dr.
honestly
Pepper.
like the
Yes,
only soda.
Yes.
I'm gonna get a ginger ale.
There we
after
go.
this is over. I've decided I'm gonna go down to my local. It's called Kiki's, and I'm gonna get a ginger ale.
Go for the bold. Get the bold ginger ale.
Yes.
Old ginger ale. What is
Bold
that?
ginger ale. That slaps hard.
I've never heard of that. What?
It's Canada Dry has. I think it's Canada Dry. They have a bold ginger ale, and it's like
It's extra gingery.
Yeah,
it's like Mike's Harder lemonade.
just a little more kick.
It's got a little bit. Got a little bit more of a kick. Funny.
Just a little more something.
5.5% alcohol.
We were gonna talk about worst paint schemes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I go first on this one?
Yes. Go ahead.
That Pit Viper 50 car. I cannot stand it. I cannot stand it. I know people love that car. I can't stand it.
I may or may not have just put a pre-order in on Circle B on that car.
I kind of want the 164 just
like
because it's like an open car. I
It's
like getting like
unique.
the open cars, but I'd rather have like
the Pit Viper 50 was just the Money Team Racing
Oh my God.
interviewing all of their.
Is that your mom?
That's my grandma.
Oh, hi.
Hi, Mama.
Grandma.
Hi, Grandma Kitchen.
She's the one that
Hi,
got me
Grandma
into
Kitchen.
NASCAR. That's so exciting.
But the
Okay.
Pit Viper car is basically just the Money Team Racing interviewing
Hey,
all
John.
of their graphic designers and letting them add something to the car.
Yeah,
as they
I
were-
hated
as they were
it.
You
interviewing
get the nose,
people.
you get the quarter panels, you get the sides.
Yeah.
the roof.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Dang.
like if they blended in the colors better, maybe I would like it. And like the white dots,
Yes.
I'm like, why are there white dots? Why
Hold on.
this could have been a lot more like clean.
Just
but
so.
Hmm?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna pull up a picture of it. Keep talking.
but it's because I'm only speaking on it from memory now. But they were quick to make
They
that
put it down
diecast.
on.
I was kind of surprised, especially for an open car
They
that
were.
doesn't have a high profile driver. I mean, I love Kaz Grala mostly because he's the only Cup driver
pretty
from
cool.
Boston. But
He's a cool
I was
dude.
surprised I want to meet him one day. I don't know.
Ryan Priest is from Connecticut, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
from Connecticut.
That guy.
Wow.
We don't
Yeah.
like that guy.
Okay, so it blended.
That's
It
got-
blends better than I remember, and I actually really like the blue. I think if it was the blue
Blue.
and the purple,
You know what that reminds me of? Travis
Hmm.
Pastrana's car.
Okay, that's the vibe I got
see,
when
I
they
like-
released this
yeah,
car.
I
little
like
bit,
Travis Pastrana's
But-
cars though.
But
No.
that's not Travis Pastrana's car. That's
No.
the difference. It's like
No,
if
they
Travis
tried.
Pastrana was driving that car, I would give it an A+.
Yeah, and I think I shouldn't be as
Let's go.
yeah. My
Let's
mom's always
go. We love
Yeah,
our
that-
families. They're so supportive.
yeah. She texted me
All
like
right.
a half hour ago. Was like, "Where's the link?" And I was like, "It's probably on
Send me the
socials."
link.
Oh
Oh my god,
but-
I like this comment, Nicholas.
Yeah.
He was
very
this
true.
was when
Absolutely.
he grew up on it.
Absolutely.
It's so true. Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Right.
think I should take some like hate points off of it just because it is Pit Viper. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the sponsor makes sense. But it's
Amazing.
not
Ooh.
Pastrana's car.
Hold
I know
on.
you
Because
like
I
that.
loved
I know you
Pastrana's
like
car.
this comment over here by Noah Taylor.
Where is it? Okay, yeah. That's the thing. I was gonna mention this. First off, I do have a bone to pick with Rob here. Not you, Rob. This Rob. I need you to explain why his Bowman's ally
Oh.
scheme is the worst.
Oh,
Which
I
one in particular?
Disagree. I like
Disagree.
that.
I disagree.
That
I
is
need to
a
know
Okay,
if you just
hard
don't like
no.
Bowman. Or if
Can
you
I
like the
ask
scheme.
something though regarding that car?
That's a hands down.
Was it white or was it off
It was white.
It was white.
It was
Then
white
Like,
Then
Oh.
why did Lionel screw it up?
because
Oh.
that's what they do.
The receipts.
it's Lionel, that's why.
Let's see.
Who's
What else? Oh
next?
yeah, this is what I got to do. Okay, we got to bring this up right now. Almost all of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. schemes were
Yeah.
ruined by Kroger. Yes, and there's one in
Yeah.
particular this year, and it happened to be at the Phoenix Championship race. I was texting Adam about this, but they had there was no Kroger on the car, but Nature Valley was like the primary scheme, right? And it looked okay. It looked pretty good. And then you put Fry on the hood, and it does not correlate. It's just stupid. Like, keep a consistent color scheme. We talked about the Kroger and Kleenex merge that they had on one of the cars. That looked great because the colors matched, but that just sucked. No disrespect to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. or them. They're getting sponsors. That's great. But please make a paint scheme that's cohesive. That is my pitch for 2023.
I missed when they had the Velveeta cars.
Nope.
I think.
No, last year that was my least favorite. Last year.
Was there a Velveeta car last year? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that there was.
Ryan Priest.
Ryan Priest.
Oh, that was Ryan Priest. Okay.
Yeah, Ryan Priest's car.
Okay, well.
And I love the Louisiana hot sauce one of his though. And I just hate it.
37 actually had some really good schemes. It had a really good tide scheme too.
Okay.
Main Bowman scheme.
Main Bowman scheme. I love Bowman as a driver. When you look at Jimmy's ally scheme and Bowman's car last year were good. This year was disgusting. Ruined a good thing. No, valid.
I do like Bowman's ally from last year. I didn't like any of Jimmy's. I didn't understand the black, base.
The matte black,
They tried to keep it like Lowe's. Like they were like, let's throw it back a little bit. Like when the Lowe's did the black stuff, maybe.
But that was like for like what?
It was like select.
Yeah, they did that. They only did black Lowe's for a year. Their last year.
If we're not counting the Cobalt car.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Got those Cobalt cars.
Not the good Cobalt cars.
The late 2000s Cobalt cars are the ones I'm thinking of.
The late 2000s Cobalt cars, those were nice. It was the late 2010s where the Cobalt car just kind of was.
Honestly, I liked 2017.
Yeah.
We've got a super late model that races with us that basically has that scheme. It's really funny, and it has I'm pretty sure it's the same blue, but instead of the like neon yellow, it's green. If I had a photo handy, I would show it. But
that's another one.
Well, now that it's been spoken in the comments, let's get to my scheme I despise.
Yeah, there we go. Y'all were like,
that one was terrible.
And it was even worse at Dover when they had to do the backup car with the white on the top half.
That
was just really bad.
Yeah, not a fan. What?
The Rob in the comments. I don't want to mispronounce your last name.
I agree with him. I like Chase's car this year more than I have in the past. But I would really love to see a Napa car that is blue based and not white.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
I loved his Napa schemes from the Xfinity series.
I just feel like Hendrick kind of missed the mark on the next gen designs, like for their paint schemes a little bit.
I don't know. I like the Exalted car.
That's all right.
Well, I mean, the Exalted car and the Larson car were just changes to the Gen 6.
Yeah. Well, I think they did a good job at changing.
And they're really truly throwbacks to old Hendrick schemes.
Right. Yeah.
Don, what's your least favorite?
I'm not a fan at all of the Raptor car. I also kind of just put in as a unfortunate honorable mention was the unsponsored Rick Ware 15 car occasionally.
Yeah,
that looks weird.
And then I just could not get over the fact that someone signed off on putting the Kroger logo that far down on the nose. Yeah. I just couldn't understand.
Yeah.
I can't.
I don't think they wanted.
I compare it to Larson's car because they put the Hendrick logo higher on the hood and it still looked good. It still worked. It was like, why wouldn't you just go higher?
I think they were afraid of the
open
vents.
Space.
Yeah.
Little bumps.
Yeah, whatever they're called. Is it they're not diffusers, are they? Is that what we're calling them?
They're just vents.
Yeah. Okay.
Vents. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll say, did he run a Mountain Dew car this year?
No.
Hasn't in a while.
They're not.
2020 was the last time I think he did.
They're not. They don't have a deal. It's A-Shop.
I also
Kentucky 2019 looked great.
I also did not like Chase's Kelly Blue Book car. I did not like
it either.
blue on that car.
It was a weird blue.
It looked like a test car.
Blue. Anyone get that reference? The
No.
commercial? No. The be like your parents. Don, did you get it?
I got it.
Blue.
It's the progressive. Yeah.
Oh, I
Like
think
your
you're
parents.
talking about the mountains turning blue.
No.
The old Coors Light commercial.
No. We're
When
being
the mountains
basic.
are blue, the beer's ready.
We're all about beer on this podcast.
I miss the Coors Light cars.
No, we're energy drink. We're taking it to the energy drink for 2023.
Bring
Oh
back
my
the
god,
Busch
we can't.
series.
We're body armor and bush. That's what we got here.
And the Botox Stein.
In water, H2O. Actually, fun fact, I got this at Michigan. They were handing out Kroger water bottles, and I'm like, hey, look at that. So
Hey,
thanks to
That needs to be lower on the water
The
bottle.
logo's too high.
I know
It's too high. Put it down.
it's like it's in such a weird position too.
It should,
I mean,
it should be like
I don't
no
know,
gradually.
joking
honestly.
aside, it's
Oh,
literally
okay.
not centered.
Where your
should
hand was, it looked like
gradually
the
be-
bottom.
Yeah, it did.
The
This is the
logo should be
bottom.
gradually curving
Okay.
with the bottom of the bottle.
Yeah.
We're now critiques of water bottle designs. We don't like that.
Yeah, body armor supremacy.
NASCAR Taco Bell Cup Series. No, still have not tried Busch beer. That's your off-season task. Body armor supremacy. That is true. Let's get to our next. What is it? Oh, but okay. This one, Dom. I think this one
Wait,
might be the one.
Taylor,
you tried to
what
be
was your
different
least
on.
favorite?
Did I not say mine?
I don't think so.
Oh
Was
no,
it
the
on
Kroger.
47th?
The
Oh, okay.
the one from Phoenix, but no, that one wasn't Kroger, but it was Ricky Stenhouse's paint scheme from Phoenix, like the
Fry's.
Fry's Supermarket and
yeah, it just
whatever it
looked
was,
stupid.
yeah.
I know it was like the one that was in recent memory for me, but
What
I
was
just couldn't get
Fry's?
over it
It's
because
like
it was
a supermarket.
Fry's, and then it was like green and yellow. It just the
Yeah.
colors.
Oh,
were
Nature
gross.
Valley.
Yes,
Yeah.
Nature
it
Valley.
was bad.
He ran the Nature Valley car at Loudon.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Kroger on the hood.
Exactly.
And that
yeah,
was still gross too, but
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god. All right, my dad just texted me. Speaking of our dearly our dear friend Bush, he found an OG hat that he wears this hat religiously when he does his yard
Hold on.
work.
keep it on the screen.
Nice,
Hold up.
nice,
Hold up.
nice.
Hold up. There we go.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Nice.
Yeah. I think we got this for like
Pretty.
it was either this hat was either from like $1 tint at Charlotte Motor Speedway, or my stepdad may have gotten this for free from someone he knew that worked in the industry. It was either a Victory Lane hat or it was $1 bin find. One or the other.
It's crazy.
That's so cool though.
I think this is a Victory Lane hat. Maybe it's not.
That looks like it would be.
Yeah.
Probably.
I know I have a K&N series Victory Lane hat.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
That's
Right.
K&N Pro.
That they had a good logo.
He said it was from the $1 tint.
I need
Got
to
it.
address
Okay.
that because I don't agree
Didn't-
with it.
I did not like that the vents on the hood were yellow.
No, okay,
I thought
that's
that
the
was
thing I
weird.
didn't like.
I
Oh,
thought
you
that
mean with
was-
the like the
unnecessary.
regular body armor scheme?
Yeah, I thought that was
I
unnecessary.
liked that. I thought that was cool.
Uh-oh.
I thought that was unnecessary.
I loved getting to see his paint scheme in like the Penske shop before everything. I was like, oh my god, exclusive look. I was very excited. I love that. It was so cool.
That was a neat car, but didn't it look different on both sides? It looked different on one side than it did on the other? Like the color was different?
Did
It
it?
might have. I think
Isn't
so.
that illegal? Or is that not illegal anymore?
I mean, Kyle Busch does it every week with the M&M's car.
Yeah, but
Technically,
remember
That's
they had-
true.
Remember
well,
they
he
had
did do it every week with the M&M's car.
Yeah.
Thanks
Past
for that.
tense.
Adam.
Sorry.
Impressive. Oh
Sorry.
god.
But
God.
R.I.P. M&M's and Mars.
do you remember
Watch
at
me
Talladega
cry.
in 2014 when Terry Labonte was making his
Yes.
last
Yeah.
start, and
I
they were
have
like,
that.
"Yeah, you can't run two different schemes on the same car," and it was like, "Come on, man's
Eh.
running his last race."
Dang. Let's just be depressed, shall we?
Yeah, what's
I
next?
have that Terry Labonte diecast.
I've been looking for
Yeah.
it. I don't know how expensive.
Tell
they
us
get.
what's next, Taylor, so we can make it more
All right.
depressing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Let's get depressing or
Actually,
this might
more-
be an easy one. Best rivalry.
Hamlin Chastain,
Yeah.
no
Ross
question.
Chastain versus everybody.
I said Hamlin versus the youngins. That's always just fun to watch.
Hamlin versus the youngins.
He just gets pissed off and it's kind of fun.
Oh,
I mean,
Grandpa
I
Hamlin
would
coming at you,
argue-
whoop some butt.
I would argue that the Gregson-Gibbs rivalry delivered more than the Chastain-Hamlin rivalry did.
If we're going into Xfinity, that rivalry just built
Yeah.
all season long. And it was
I'd agree.
beautiful. On a
And now
small
both
scale
boys are
and a large
going
scale.
cup racing next year.
Let's go. I'm very
It's
excited about
popcorn.
that.
Mid-pack Rex, let's go.
Get your popcorn ready.
They're wrecking in the back. Oh, it's Gregson and Ty Gibbs for the 50th time.
42 and
this
18
season.
crash again. Oh my.
Oh
Ooh.
man. So I feel like after when they go to Cup, I don't want to say like Xfinity is gonna be a bit dry, but I feel like it's gonna be a bit dry, like personality wise.
Xfinity?
Am I
Who's
Yeah.
I don't know. Surprise. I mean, Xfinity, the Busch series always successfully brings in like new guys that just make it interesting.
I'm excited to see
Be
Chandler
fun.
Smith with college.
Yes.
I agree.
I am
Yeah.
so excited.
That'll be fun.
Yes.
And to
I think
see,
he could be a favorite.
And Brandon
is-
Jones in like being kind of like
That's exciting.
now
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got more momentum behind him.
He's
He's got
gonna
more
be-
help behind him.
he's going to be
Right.
a championship
Yeah.
favorite.
And
I think he
basically,
could be.
Sammy
Yeah.
Smith has basically got all of JGR to himself now.
Yeah.
Which-
I'm not wrong. on
Is
that.
Castle back in the 10?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
they confirmed
Castle's
that.
back.
He'll win. He'll win.
I am curious Haley Deegan's plans because I'm assuming she might be moving
I
up
hope
to
she goes to the
Xfinity.
SHR 98. I really hope she goes
She
to the
deserves
She's
that.
probably going to SS Greenlight is what I would assume.
Eh.
You think?
As
Probably the
long as
place where
she's
she made her debut.
as long as she
Because
stays
because
in
they have
Ford.
Stuart Haas ties.
Yeah,
then-
she's
and
gonna stay
plus-
with Ford.
And
So,
Riley's still going to keep
yeah.
bringing in cash flow.
Oh,
for
yeah.
SHR.
They're not getting rid of
That's right.
Riley Herb because
Yeah.
because
That's
of
how
the
the
money,
98's
and he's
alive.
got
He's gotten
He
better
runs
at
just
keeping
well
a clean
enough.
car.
yeah, he runs well enough to
Mhm.
where him staying is kind of justified.
He's doing a lot better at bringing home a clean race car, which to
It's
go
true.
with the money he brings in, like
Yeah.
they're making bank off of him right now.
This is good. That's good rivalry.
Yeah, what did
It
That's one of the
so
sport's
sad.
longest rivalries right now.
really is.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What is?
dating back to 2006.
Ooh, Noah.
Where he finished third.
Back to the Pocono double win in 06. Yeah. It's going
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
back.
Man. I would say Daniel Hemrick's season this year was very disappointing.
Very.
You would
Extremely.
expect. I mean,
I was-
there's always
I
a
feel like-
post-championship slump, but
I
But
feel like that proved two things. Number one,
Mm-hmm.
just how good Joe Gibbs Racing's Xfinity program is,
Yeah.
and how I hate to say it, but how it showed who Daniel Hemrick really is.
yeah,
Because I mean, look
Yeah.
how good Colleague was a year ago, and look how good AJ was compared to his teammates.
exactly.
I'll say it also shows how good Justin Haley is.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
He's
on
impressed
TV.
me this year.
I love Justin Haley.
Did anybody see the stat about Justin Haley having the least amount of
Yes.
incidents
Yeah,
in
only
Cup
like
Series?
The
7
Toey tracker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Insane.
good for him.
I didn't
Good
realize
for him.
Blaney had the most
I
stage
yes.
wins either.
And I
That's
said
true.
something to you about this, Taylor, at the beginning of the season when we were kind of going through, okay, let's see who's doing good, who's not. You kind of were hating on Haley. I was like, no, he isn't. He's doing good. Sure enough, he had a pretty decent season.
I'm
And
pretty sure it was after like a few straight wrecks
Yeah.
or something. I don't
For
know.
Yeah,
for
I
their
don't know.
debut season in Cup, Colleague Racing saved a lot of money this year.
They
if you
kicked
think about
ass
it.
They really
this
did.
season.
They saved a swear jar. They saved a lot of money this year because I mean, think about it. Putting in a rookie and then a seat shifting 16 car.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have lost
Yeah.
a ton of money this year. They
Yeah.
did really, especially because that 31 car, Lee Filter is a Matt Colleague company, and that was on the car for every single race but one. So he
Yeah.
was paying out of pocket
Celsius.
37
Right.
times.
Yeah.
He paid out of pocket 37 times this year.
Yep.
So it's like good for them. And
Yeah.
3
Yeah,
cheers for them.
It's nice to see
Yes.
a consistent paint scheme on a car. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reminds us of old yesteryear.
I know we have so swear jar. We got to explain this. So Rob's first appearance
all
on the
Rob's
show, if you're
fault.
new here, it's all
Thanks
Rob's fault.
a lot, Brad.
He dropped
Not
the
tonight.
F-bomb
Not
with the
tonight.
mother in front of it. And
No,
I don't-
with
No,
the
with
cluster
a
in front of
C.
it.
with
It
the
had a-
C in front of it,
it was
the
a
cluster in
cluster.
front of
It was
it.
a
My
cluster.
bad.
I was
Sorry.
talking about put it in context. I was talking about
Put
the
it in context.
2011 New Hampshire IndyCar race. So I wasn't
Oh, yeah.
wrong. I was
You were
speaking.
wrong.
I was speaking straight facts.
I guess I kind of
Yeah.
gaslit you on that one, Rob, because I think I was the
Yeah.
one that brought up that race. And
Oh,
why
yeah.
IndyCar should go back to New Hampshire, and then
And then I said, "Nah, that place was
And then we all just kind of stopped in our tracks and we're like, oh. And then ever since, so we've had like a little a swear jar thing that we put non-existent cash into.
Put in the group chat. So Rob's never coming back on again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was
And
getting
here
fired.
he is. No.
And there he goes.
And look at where we are now.
And
Friday,
Taylor thought it
November
was smart
11th.
Yeah,
to give him
now-
a contract
now-
extension.
Now
Yes.
I have the clean. I have the clean content now.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
Well
There's
done.
like 3 swear words I'm okay with. Everything else I'm like, probably should stay away from.
probably should.
Wait, Mary, what did you say? You guys favored Chastain earlier in the season. We need your reaction to that spectacular wall ride. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
all
the-
we were talking about when I was home last week.
The watermelon haul.
The Hail Melon.
Hail
The
Melon.
Hail Melon.
I mean, for me,
That's
like,
pretty cool.
talk about a move that will get people talking. Like, people who I've never heard talk about the sport, people who probably shouldn't be talking about the sport, and everyone in between. Like,
Same.
we're talking about this on social media, like on the news, in conversation. Like, I heard people in one of my journalism classes talking about this, and their like journalism specialty is like fashion and other stuff like that, which no dig to them, but like definitely not into racing and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that was just, it was a huge moment for our sport.
My take on it is that was really cool. Nobody ever do that again.
Yeah, no, that's kind of the take on it too.
Nobody ever.
One's
do that
enough.
I was having people from my college years hitting me up with that, like, did
Seriously?
you see that? Yeah, for real.
Dang.
Like people that knew that, like, because I mean, I was like one of maybe 3 people in all of my major classes that actually followed NASCAR. So the people who followed it, they never hit me up about it. But everyone else in the class was like, Adam, did you catch that up? Bro, did you see that? Look at this wild thing. I'm sure you saw it. Yeah, it was.
You're like,
it was
heck
wild.
yeah.
Yeah, that was really crazy.
I didn't get to-
okay, don't
I
do
didn't
it
get to see
again.
it live.
Don't expect it every week.
Right.
So yeah, I was at a bar watching the F1 race. The one of the more boring races I've ever watched in F1.
Mexico City.
Yeah, I loved it. I love the course, but the race was just
The
boring.
race was very mid this year, unfortunately.
You got to thank Rob for that hat, by the way.
It's
NASCAR.
Yeah.
It's an exclusive.
It's an exclusive. I that is a ATYL.
We don't want to get
exclusive.
we don't want to get sued. So
Yeah, I'm not trying to get sued. Not this early in my career. But yeah, so I was getting text messages from you guys and my parents and all you. Like nobody was saying exactly what happened. All I was reading was, "Oh my God, can you believe this?" And I'm thinking it's just because I'm thinking somebody got dumped, and I hate anything like that. So I'm like, I don't really care. I'm assuming somebody got dumped. I checked the results and saw that Christopher Bell won, which made me think even more. You know, he was desperate. He dumped somebody to win.
yeah,
So I had it in my mind what had happened, and then I got in my car.
it was
when I
totally
was about
wrong.
to go home, and I was like, and I opened Instagram, and I was like, what? What is this?
Dom, what did you think? I don't know if I knew your opinion on this before this moment.
Yeah, I mean, I've just like fully committed to that. NASCAR is just the WWE of motorsports, where it's all about entertainment and not about legitimacy. So I was like, yeah, that's textbook. That's what you want. That's how. That's
Look, man,
exactly how I want the championship 4 cutoff to be decided.
Well, I mean,
I'm
that's how it was
surprised.
in 2014.
I'm surprised you didn't go full Matt Kenseth at Martinsville and blame the car for what happened and say the throttle
Oh.
stuck. I mean,
No.
that's what Kenseth just said. He cut a tire and had no control of his race car when he intentionally ruined Joey Logano's championship season.
Yeah. Now, I will say NASCAR did, or Steve O'Donnell said that they're going to be looking at this in the off season. So whether there's going to actually be a rule made against this or not is left to be decided. But I mean, good debate to have right now, I guess, while we're in the thick of it, is even in the comments too. Like, should there be a rule about this, or should we just kind of wait?
Yes.
Oh, 100%. You
Okay.
just have to find
No.
a good way to word it.
No rule.
You can't,
We don't need any more rules.
you can't let the wall assist you to a finish.
Here's my
So is it
theory, my
legal? Wait.
opinion
So
on
is it legal every other lap?
I mean, how's it going to help you?
Why
in the
would you
other
need
lap?
it?
You're going to ruin your car. It's a one-shot kamikaze
Yeah.
move. I don't think anyone else is going to
point.
use it.
Nobody else has the balls to use it.
No one
just
else has
saying.
the watermelons to use it.
But that's what we'll be
Yeah.
saying at Vegas next year. Wow, Ross Chastain really wanted that stage 2 victory.
Honestly-
Sacrifice his car.
And now he's out.
now his
Like-
car's junk.
He's
got
on the
the- he got
DVT
those 10
list. The
points.
damaged vehicle policy. It's run out. Whole right side is gone.
Yeah,
I guess, like,
mean,
I just don't
it-
think
No.
we need a rule for it. I guess for me right now, obviously that means if we don't have a rule for it now, then it leaves it to be done in the future. But I feel like we should wait until it happens
the
again.
unwritten rule. The unwritten.
Yeah, and it should be an
Oh.
unwritten rule.
I don't know
more
about that.
unwritten.
Well, like Larson was saying, it's a driver's code kind of thing.
But here's the thing:
Which-
Larson did it himself, so he's one to talk.
Yeah, but well,
he just didn't.
but
He failed at
straight,
it though.
He straight up admitted that he wasn't proud of what he did.
Well, yeah, but he still did it. But he did it.
That's
He
two
still
things he's
do
not
it.
proud of, but he still did.
True.
You're all welcome.
Dom
Totally agree.
Joseph.
I mean,
That's fair.
you
We
can't be
shouldn't
mad
get
at me.
into
I'm not
this.
the one that did it. I just,
We're gonna
I
do a
bring
hard
up-
pivot
listen,
and move
as
on.
as a professional journalist, I just report the facts.
Okay,
I mean,
see, that's
he's right.
valid.
You know
He
what?
ain't wrong. He ain't
Not
wrong.
wrong.
He's
No.
right. I can't fault him for that.
Cannot
Anyway,
deny.
next superlative, Taylor, please.
Most improved.
Bubba Wallace.
That's fair. Okay.
It's a good
I think
one.
I think Ben said that too. Hold on, I have
While
his
you're
list. I
looking
should have been
that
going
up,
through
I'll
his list.
While you're looking his up, I'll give mine. Mine's RFK Racing. I would give them most improved.
Even
I mean,
Brad?
Yeah,
Between
the whole
this,
team.
the whole team
yeah.
in
so
general.
from like the beginning of the
Yeah.
year to the end of the year,
Yeah,
yeah, I would agree with that.
and I mean,
The hype was here. They were delivering here, and they progressed and progressed and progressed.
Yeah.
Gotta
Yeah,
They
win.
got,
I can see
yeah,
that.
And
They
they got
got-
to the point where Brad was running. I mean, Brad won a stage at Bristol,
yeah,
so
exactly.
you
He
know,
was
and Brad was
consistent
running
in the
better by the
last
end of the
two.
year.
RFK, yeah, I would give RFK just because, I mean, look how long it took them to actually get back to victory lane. And all it took was bringing Brad on.
I'm agreeing with the comments that say Christopher Bell.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He was
that's good.
consistently the best Toyota this year.
That's good.
Toyota's got a lot of upside coming their way for the future.
I mean,
Even with
Ross
Kyle just leaving.
Ross Chastain.
No, he
Uh,
was pretty good last year too. He just didn't have the equipment.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't say Trackhouse is most improved because they were darn good
Because
last year too.
They were good last
Yeah,
year.
they were
Okay.
consistent last year and this year.
And
Bubba
23
was-
is about the same.
Bubba
Yeah,
was
a
able
little
to.
bit.
He was able to start putting more consistent runs and being able to complete, not being there by mid race and then fading. I felt
Yeah.
like he was able to be
Well,
more consistent. But then when they did the switch with the 45, it kind of. It
Yeah.
was really, and that's when it became hit and miss. He had that great run where he just dominated Kansas, and then it was just kind of, ho hum.
And if not for the shenanigans, he could have won Vegas.
Shenanigans. That's a fun
here
word.
is what I will say. When I saw Bubba Wallace improve is when I saw Christopher Bell improve, and that had to do with the
Bell
pit crew swap. In my opinion, because after that swap, didn't like Bell? Well,
Yeah.
no, I don't
Bell-
think he won
Bell-
right after that.
2
Bell
weeks
won almost
later.
immediately
Yeah.
after that at Loudon.
So they made the swap going into Atlanta because I remember covering that.
Yep.
That
Yep.
was the big news going into Atlanta that they had
I don't
made that
remember how
swap.
either of them
and-
ran.
So,
race.
I think
Bubba ran at the back. I remember Bubba
wanna
hung out like that second pack the
Yeah.
entire race and then ended up like 14th. So he
And
did
then
basically.
even after crashing.
I
I'm trying to
think
look up the schedule.
Bell. I think Bell may have wrecked.
He might have.
Bell wrecked out
I
in
think
Atlanta.
I think almost everyone wrecked out at Atlanta or had a piece of a wreck.
We're talking about
Yeah.
Folds of Honor Quick Trip, right? That one or the
No.
summer?
No,
Summer?
no.
No,
Oh
quick
wait,
escape
crap!
Foreman.
Duh.
Quick
Yeah.
escape woman.
The Kentucky
Yeah.
replace.
All right, yeah. Elliot won that. Yeah, that's okay. I'm only a little depressed. That's fine.
Corey LaJoy should have won that race.
He should have, and I'm mad about it. That was probably my
Yeah.
biggest disappointment of the
Yeah.
season.
The sad thing is
anything.
he would have won it and still wouldn't have made the playoffs, which makes it
Yeah, because of the
worse.
point situation.
Yeah.
Which
Let's-
honestly, that's better.
Yeah, just
Better.
let him.
I would have rather. That was why I
Yeah.
didn't want him to
The
win.
fact that he stole a playoff win for somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey,
Why-
we
why
had
was-
so many different winners though.
I mean, if he did win, then Ryan Blaney would
He
not
had
have been in the
20
playoffs.
I'm
No,
tired
he
of
would
this.
have still made it.
I'm tired of this. We had
Yeah,
21 different winners this year because Blaney won the All-Star race and Brad
Yeah.
won the duel.
Yeah.
On a technicality,
20
yeah.
We had
Yeah.
21 different winners this year. There are 21 different drivers that are getting race versions made of them. That's how. That's how
You
I'm.
better make a phone call to Motorsport Authentics because they're the only ones that are going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're being offered for pre-order.
Oh my god. Oh wait, Christopher Bell didn't wreck out of he was
The second Atlanta race.
yeah, second Atlanta race. He was still running.
I don't remember what
He
happened.
finished 19th.
Okay.
I think he had a tire go down.
I don't know if you guys feel this way, and it might just be because I do photo stuff, so I'm kind of focused on just one thing at a time. But I don't remember any of the race from the two races that I covered. Even like if I go back and like the modified
I'm the
races,
same way.
I don't remember anything about it. Actually, I keep meaning to like go back and watch the modified races that I was at this year because I don't remember anything that happened.
Yeah, I
For me,
a little bit.
From Atlanta.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I remember.
I was just so dialed into like what I was doing.
No, and that's the thing. Like when I covered Mid Ohio, like because I had to take over
a lot of the 600. I remember a good amount of the 600.
Keyed in on that.
But even after almost dying the day before,
I still think it's one of my best moments. But I still can't get over Gregson's engine at Charlotte.
Oh my God!
He was running on 7.
Incredible.
Me and Dom were sitting next to each other for that. We were like this when you come by. No way!
He was still passing people with 7 cylinders. I was shocked by how good he was doing.
That was the first Xfinity race my mom saw, and she was sitting next to me. She's like, "Can you believe that he's like down a cylinder?" And I'm like, "My mom is a fan. She's now a Gregson fan, and I could not be prouder."
Yeah. That was me leaving the track. I was like, "Did I just become a Noah Gregson fan?"
Yeah. And after the season, respect. Sure, he might have had his thing at Road America, but
talk about somebody that's got the melons.
Yes. And also
he got the white claws. He got
the white claws. God, I hope he sees a doctor this offseason. On a serious note, we need to move on quickly.
What's next on the list?
Yeah, next superlative.
So, this could be same as like most improved, I guess, but like MVP, like
this
all
is where
season.
I'm going to be unique.
Okay, go for it. I want you to go first. I need to know.
So mine's not a driver. Mine's not a team.
Oh.
Ooh. My co-MVPs for this year are Ally and Nurtec ODT because they sponsored their cars every single race this year.
Yes.
They were in the car all
creative
38
answer,
races.
and I like that very much.
I like that.
And the other thing too is because I had to do some research on everybody's cars, there was plus or minus 340 different sponsors this year. That's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Plus or minus 340.
I can kind of see that still as a good thing because that's a lot of exposure.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of companies that are investing.
Yeah,
right. And,
but for us traditionalists, seeing the long haul guys who were there for the whole season.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull up my chart to give you the sponsors that hung around the longest. So Menards was on Austin Cindric's car 15 times, and they were on Blaney's car 23 times. FedEx was on Hamlin's car 32 times. HendrickCars.com was on Larson's car 34 times.
Yep,
Bush in any variant was on Harvick's car 17 times. And a guy like Corey LaJoy had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 different primaries this season.
Does that count the variations of like Rays?
No.
Okay.
And then let me see who else we got here. That's the list for the 15 car. Let's see if I can make it a little bit easier to see.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's all their most common one was Jacob Companies. They were on the car 6 times.
I will say, if you guys want to hear like a good like sponsorship conversation, we had Howie DeSavino on the show last week, but also on the Toby Christie Com channel, Off the Record with RJ. They went more in depth with the sponsorship talk and just being a part-time driver, even just in the Xfinity series, how hard that is to find sponsorship and keep things consistent. So if you want to learn more about that, just from that perspective, I would definitely listen to that.
Another big one, of course, you always see them. Bass Pro. They were on Austin Dillon's car 14 times and 25 times on Truex's car.
Not to mention Gregson and Xfinity.
Yeah, right. They're going with Gregson.
And then M&M's was on Kyle's car 24 times, and then plus another 1, 4, 6, 7 times for the company itself, Mars, with Skittles, Pedigree, and Snickers. And then Shell Pennzoil was on Joey's car 32 times.
Yeah. Dang. No, I mean, props to Nurtec and Ally for, my God. So they were, like, to confirm, every single race.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
And
every
fantastic.
some
single race.
variation.
Some
And
variation.
then another one that actually shocked me, Focus Factor was on Eric Jones's car 31 times.
Really?
Yeah.
31
That's-
times.
I hate to say it, but that paint scheme is just forgettable.
I mean,
It is, but
you're
I
not
was-
But
wrong.
the sponsor itself,
And
fantastic.
then, love or hate their paint schemes, Kroger sponsored a NASCAR race car 24 times this year. So,
That's pretty good.
My MVP, I'm also not
Okay.
gonna go with a
Maybe not.
driver, or I guess I'm kind of going with a team, but my two MVPs are Denny Hamlin and Justin Marks.
Okay.
I just
That's
love
good.
what they're doing as team owners, and I think the greater, the top floor of NASCAR really needs to listen to those two guys because they're
Yep.
super smart and they know where the sport's going. Especially like Justin Marks seems to have a really good eye for the trends as far as owning
He
a race
does.
team goes.
Yeah.
And Denny kind of has both, where like he's been racing for how long. And I know people talk about him like retiring soon. I don't see him retiring anytime
No.
soon, if I'm being
Mm-mm.
honest.
I think he's got another 5 in him.
I
was
wouldn't-
thinking more. I was thinking more than that.
I think
Oh,
he's got
really?
more.
Solidly 5.
Yeah,
I would say 5 or less.
but he obviously whenever he hangs up the helmet, he's going to be a great team owner, even more than he already is now. But I just think having ownership like that is really important, and I hope they are kind of leading master classes on how to own race teams. Like, I hope Jimmy Johnson is taking notes from them.
Yes.
Jeff Gordon,
Oh, I'm
I hope he's
excited.
taking notes from them.
I
Just
mean, Jeff Gordon's getting a pretty good master class himself, though. From
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very true.
He's,
Very true. But Rick is also old school.
But
The
the man's
Hendrick-
also got more championships
Yeah.
than anybody else.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Hendrick way is different than anyone else's.
Yeah,
That's true.
basically, it's while Justin Marks and Denny Hamlin are showing you how to start a brand new team during the new era, Jeff Gordon is just going to be handed the keys to the New York Yankees when the owner passes on.
That's
Is
valid.
basically the best way to describe the situation.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're not wrong.
That's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
I mean-
that's a really good analogy.
the biggest thing Jeff Gordon will have to do whenever said timing comes is to adjust and adapt to wherever we are down the road.
Yeah.
I will say, I think the only thing that concerns me about Hamlin and Gordon's approach is I feel like they want the sport to be more exclusive, and then there's a way where that's a good thing, and there's a way that's a bad thing.
Mhm.
So I think one of the big things that Hamlin talked about in an interview he did with Dale Jr., and I think one thing that I've seen Gordon talk about is like maybe restricting fan access a little bit more, which could be a good thing. Like I said,
don't
it's gotten a
disagree
little
with him.
excessive.
I don't disagree with him. This is a very unpopular opinion, but I think we as a sport are way too
Accessible.
there are words I would like to say about how
I mean,
the sport treats fans,
yeah.
but I'm gonna have to put a nickel or dollar in the swear jar if I say it. But it just put it this way, they do whatever the fans want.
And I'm not
the
saying like
fans
we
will
should,
still complain.
and I'm not saying that we should have like open reign, like fans welcome in. I mean, because in a way that's
Yeah.
almost what we're doing a little bit now when it's a little excessive, but
Yeah.
I don't want it to be to the point where we're closing things off completely. But I do think that there needs to be more restrictions for like pit road access and more restrictions like in that regard. Just
There's a
Mid
lot of-
Ohio was nuts.
There's a lot. It's just foot traffic.
Yeah.
not to mention the amount of fans that can't handle that kind of access. They can't. They can't
That's the
mentally
problem.
or physically or whatever. They can't handle it, but their bank account can.
And like thinking about especially like pre-race stuff too, like especially like when I think about Atlanta,
Oh, I agree
Bubba
with
Wallace.
this, Rob.
Bubba Wallace had Julio Jones, wide receiver for the Buccaneers, and a bunch of his friends and family come hang out with him. It's like you could make so much money off of this instead of just letting anybody come in here. And it's like,
Yeah.
my thing is like the only difference between me and Julio Jones is that he gets to shake Bubba's hand and like stand next to him. Other than that, we're doing exactly the same thing.
Yep.
Right. I will say, like, this is, I don't know if you guys saw this story. Toby Christie covered it, but even she just posted on social media. But did you guys hear the story of the lady who like lost her car?
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Jeff Gordon's still getting dubs in retirement.
Yeah. Like, she didn't even realize it was Jeff Gordon, like, on the golf cart helping her find her car. And then she turned to look at him, like, before she was about to, like, leave.
In her defense, was he wearing the disguise he wore in that Pepsi commercial?
Right, yeah.
Nice.
That was
nice.
He just wanted to look at a Camaro.
I still crack up at that commercial. It's so funny.
Speaking of cracking up,
I'm gonna kill you.
Quotes of the year. Do you guys have a quote of the year?
Yes.
I have too many. Dom, what's yours?
They're all bought at Walmart.
Oh, nice. Harvick or
Kyle Busch.
Hamlin?
Kyle Busch.
Ooh,
What's that about the parts?
It's about the cars.
Nice.
They're all the same. They're all bought at Walmart.
Oh God, I can't.
And I couldn't agree more.
What?
All the manufacturers build are the engines, and that's not right.
Yeah.
True.
But
would agree.
I'm trying to think of quotes. I can't think of one now.
I got a good quote from I found it today.
Go for it.
All right. Tower just said to think you made your point. Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
Good old Gateway. Communication.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
I was
right.
like, what race is that?
Yeah, right.
I have a lengthy list of not the most appropriate quotes that I've picked up from the broadcast, most specifically the Fox broadcast.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah.
Oh no.
If that's the case, then I have what Phil Parsons said at the truck race last week. That's mine.
No.
That's mine.
No.
That's mine. I'm not saying it, but
what did he say?
Just take a guess.
You can't say it.
It was in terms of people pitting at the last caution.
Just text it to me. I don't remember it.
I think the most like
Phil Parsons pulling a Phil Parsons move.
I think the most
Phil Parsons might go down in history as the best truck announcer now.
True.
Honestly.
Yeah.
It's still Rick Allen. It's still Rick Allen.
Oh. No. Oh yeah, it was that one. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's fine.
2 or 4.
That's a good one.
This was good, Noah.
Yeah.
That's very
That was on my
good
list.
One.
Yeah.
What race was that?
That All-Star race, wasn't it?
All-Star race, yep.
Oh, that's
the
right.
Ryan Blaney.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Quote of the year is Dale Jr. 80,000 times. Oh, we got a crash!
Yeah. Every time he yells.
Oh, we got a crash!
Can I just say that the one thing that infuriated me about the championship finish is that Rick Allen tries to say way too many things before Logano crossed the finish line.
Yeah.
Just
and
let
there's
him
a way to do it. Just
let him do it.
Call the champion home. Quit trying to act like as he's crossing the line.
And stats.
Yeah, he's like he's gonna etch his name in stone as one of the few 2-time champions, and Logano's already completing his victory lap.
Yep.
Just like speed it up.
He's like going into turn 2, and he says, "Joey Logano's your champion."
Mike Joy and Ken Squire and Alan Bestwick were so good at let the leader bring you home.
Yes.
Don't say a word.
Narration.
No
Narration, not commentary.
The other thing that I love that Alan Bestwick did, especially for the championship race, he said it. I specifically remember 2 times he did it. Checker flag is out. The champion is Michigan's Brad Keselowski, and then California's Kevin Harvick does it. like making it more personal, making it
Yeah.
people from California going nuts because their home state kid won the championship.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's almost like Rick Allen tries to make it about him and not
Yeah.
what's happening on.
I
what
will
he's-
say though, he's
I just don't
improved
like
this
that.
year, in my opinion.
No.
I think he has. I think he has in the slightest way.
I'd say the opposite, honestly.
Damn. Well, sorry guys.
Sorry.
Also, Dom, could we get Alan Bestwick on the show?
I could try.
We could try. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
it'd be
It'd be
fun to
pretty.
have
That'd
him.
be
He said
pretty
he'd be
legit.
down for it in the off season.
We would have some good guests in the off season. Alana's King. I gotta reach
can't
back
wait
out
for
to
that
her.
one.
That would be fun.
I've got
We love her
bones
here.
to pick with her.
Wait,
She's
who?
such a cool person.
Alanis King.
Oh my!
Yeah.
My favorite person. Her and Megan Thompson are my two favorite people on the planet.
I need to meet Megan.
She's
I
fantastic.
aspire to be her.
She is the sweetest person.
Oh my god, I'm so
She
excited.
was so nice when I met her.
There's also so many like designers I want to meet too. So we'll have to. We're like I said, we're beefing it up over the off season. I feel like it's a short off season, but still crazy. What other? Do you guys have other quotes that you can think of?
Trying to
Not
think.
appropriate for the show.
Yeah.
22, 22 and 20, 22 and 22. I told you so. It's a good
Yeah.
one.
A
Pretty
quote
good.
from Dom Joseph. What?
Yeah, honestly.
That is.
I mean, I said it in October of last year.
I should have kept a
Um,
thread of like the
Post it.
inappropriate quotes on Twitter. I feel like that'd be a better place to put all these.
Check Brad Perez. He's probably got all of them.
Oh yeah. He's good
Yeah,
at those.
Brad-
He's pretty good at keeping
Brad.
track of them.
The bread. Bread Perez.
The bread.
Brad's got 'em.
Oh, here's a fun one that I thought. So it's from Larry Mack discussing the rain before the Kansas race. He goes, Mike, it's weekends like this that keep crew chiefs awake, and one reason I'm folkily challenged. Talking about his baldness.
Follically
I just thought it was
challenged.
Follically
follically.
challenged?
What? It literally it autocorrected to focally. Why did it do that? Follically.
He can't
oh my
see.
God.
Your vocal
I
cords
can't
are
read
close to
either,
your hair
guys.
follicles? I don't know.
Anywho, I
funny.
thought that was funny. The others are definitely not necessarily appropriate for the stream, so that's okay.
Biggest,
Let's see what else we got.
Biggest.
We got,
Oh,
like-
another good one is Larry Mack. He every year he does this on
Every
Race
year.
Hub. The Monday after the Daytona 500, 364 days until the Daytona
Yes.
500.
And it counts it down.
It's only 364
We love Larry
days
Mack.
to the Daytona 500.
Let's see. What
Biggest
what's the
shock.
next-
The
biggest shock. Oh, I feel like mine is Larson missing the round of 8.
Hail Melon.
That was a good shock.
Hail Melon.
What?
Yeah, that was a good shock. A good shock.
It was. I thought it was a good shock. I was like, wow.
No.
We're gonna like rapid fire that.
He redlined it for 2 full corners.
I'll give you the biggest shock.
impressive.
The entire top 10 of the second Daytona race.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
What a gimmick.
Hold on. Let me read this. Hold on. I'm reading this off in case we forget. Let's
It
listen
gets-
to the
it
cutoff
gets
race.
more- it gets more chaotic, but it's most chaotic between like 3rd and like 8th.
This
if I remember.
feels.
It helped
stupid.
Steve Lavender's game of guys getting every position finished in. It
Yeah,
helped
it's
a lot
not,
of guys.
it's not
Yes.
origami, but whatever the NASCAR equivalent is.
Yeah, top 10. Austin Dillon, Tyler Reddick, Austin Cindric, Landon Castle, Noah Gregson. Oh, and my screen just decided to like die. Hold up.
I've never heard of that guy.
Cody
sorry,
Ware at
who?
6. BJ McLeod, Martin Truex Jr., David Reagan. That was a shock for me. And then Kyle Busch, top 10.
I forgot BJ McClung got a top 10 in that race.
Kyle
Yeah.
Busch.
Right on.
I agree with Nick. Kyle Busch going to RCR is another big shock.
That's
Yeah,
a big shock.
that would be new shock. Heck yeah.
My biggest shock, Martin Truex Jr.'s whole
Oh, yeah,
season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be that was Ben's shock, him not making it to the championship.
Ben's
I
my
love
guy.
That was wild. I was so
Me
disappointed
and Ben
because
were
I
on the
was
same
for
brain
sure.
waves.
I thought that was a Kyle Busch win right there, and then it wasn't.
Yep. I
Kinda
had.
sucked.
I think I had Kyle picked to win that race, and he blew
You
up.
did, and you were so
Buschers.
close to victory.
Chris
So
Buescher,
one of us had
640.
Martin too, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
too.
There's the biggest shock. The first
'Cause
three,
we were there for that, Dom.
Yes.
Yeah.
the entire first round of the playoffs being won by people who weren't in the playoffs,
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time
That's a
ever.
good shot.
and all of them scored wins But the other thing is all of those guys had under 5 career wins.
Which is crazy.
Exactly. It wasn't
That's
like
wild.
it wasn't like Truex finally got a win, or Blaney hadn't made it, he won, or whatever.
Even Shaq too. Jimmy Johnson coming back to NASCAR for me.
I mean,
That just came out of nowhere.
Not if you ask
too.
my dad.
I mean, in hindsight, it really doesn't surprise you, but did we really, really think Ty Gibbs would dump his own teammate when all he had to do was let him win so they could both go to the championship to make the team even more money?
Was not surprised.
I honestly was not shocked.
She had no trace of surprise in her body at that moment.
I think the biggest shock would be how quickly Daytona Turn 1 loses grip when it rains.
Oh,
yeah, that was shocking.
Dom was just like, you know what? This is my time to air my grievances.
I'm fired. It's Festivus.
My biggest surprise.
Airing of grievances.
I've got a lot of problems with you people.
My biggest surprise is how. My biggest surprise is how
we
many.
Get to the feats of strength.
How many what?
My biggest surprise is how many officials and like people are looking at the track, and somehow you don't see you don't see somebody dump somebody under caution.
Track's good, Tower.
That shocked me. I was like, how do you not see that?
There's so many people. You didn't see it.
Is wet.
I feel like
who
whoever
you guys
called
think
this
will win most popular driver in the Cup Series.
Ross Chastain.
And it's gonna be Chase Elliott.
It'll probably lead Chase.
Yeah, there's no question. But here's the thing. This year might be more of a question than any other just because of the Chastain thing at the end of the season. I would love to have Ryan Blaney win, and I've always voted Ryan Blaney.
I don't know if that was the case. I feel like Montoya would have won in 12.
Yeah. I feel like
disappointed.
I feel like I've always wanted to see Daniel Suarez win it.
Oh god, that'd be so cool.
That'd be crazy.
Just because of, like the fan base that he has, like Danny's Amigos. I love those guys.
Not many can say they have a very heavy international fan base.
Right.
Exactly. And that's honestly one of the bigger reasons I'd love to see him win. It's just
that'd be so good.
Just watch Kimi Räikkönen win it.
Just to kind of highlight that. What would you say?
I wouldn't mind that.
Kimi Räikkönen win.
That'd be incredible. That would be incredible.
Let's see. Our best
champion.
What is it? Favorite? Oh, sorry. Best race or like our favorite race and our worst race of the season. I have statistical data for this.
600.
600. The 600 was the best
by far.
And then the worst race.
Either Texas or Daytona.
Sonoma.
Indy Road Course.
Oh wow, we're all different. I said the Spring Martinsville race. I hated it.
I hated it.
Yeah, that was just surprisingly boring.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Coliseum race out of spite.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's only out of spite for you.
Yeah, you're just wrong.
It was actually pretty decent. Not gonna lie.
Also, one thing I would love to say about the Coliseum race is the way they did Victory Lane. They didn't do it.
They had to drive up, didn't they?
They didn't. He didn't even drive. He didn't even drive up. They didn't take the car. He just
He just went up. Okay.
It was basically like an F1 podium.
Right.
They didn't do it on the front stretch, and have fans yelling everything on the planet at them.
Yeah.
I wish they would do that. They do it at COTA.
Fantastic.
They have I'm gonna go up on a soapbox here. At COTA, they have a beautifully constructed podium and they put the car on the front stretch. Why? It it upsets me. And apparently it upsets me so bad that my battery dies.
I will also
I was like, you look a little frozen.
Another good race this year was the Kansas race that Kurt Busch won.
Yes.
That was so good.
That was classically good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just a nice classic battle to the end.
Yeah, it was good, hard racing. Like it's like what we in the 600 when Chastain and Briscoe were battling for the lead that whole time.
That was exciting.
Mm-hmm. That race was just.
I will say, I hate that I'm saying this, but in the 600, I remember when Larson took the lead late, and I don't know why it hit me like this, but like every time Larson's car went by, and just hearing the sound of a Hendrick engine just cooking the field, I was like, that's different. I don't know why.
Like different in a good way or a bad way?
In a good way.
Okay, yeah.
Like it just sounded more powerful. You know what I mean? I don't know why.
It had more oomph.
Yeah.
It did. It honestly did.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like,
you guys,
it
get
was
yourself
a car that got your attention.
to the track next season. Hear those engines. It is like it's so fun to be there in person.
Especially where I was, because it was just out of the second kink going into one.
Yes.
So they're at pretty good rate at that point. So like they're cooking pretty well. It was sweet.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
for the wreck to happen right in front of me.
Yeah, you were like right there. He
was
started
right-
flipping where I was. Like that's where he started to spin
He
out,
landed.
and then you were there
He
for like the
landed
land.
right in front of me.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, I had to be the reassurer for everyone around me. I was like, "Wait, no, that's
You're
down.
like,
He's okay.
He's okay.
He's
He's
okay."
fine. Somebody next to me screamed like in my ear. It was like behind me. This lady screamed in my ear, and I was like, "All right."
What did they scream? Like, what did they say?
It was just a
They
scream.
just like screamed like bloody
Scream.
murder.
They just,
Yeah.
he's dead.
Probably people. God,
Dang it, Jim, he's dead.
like, I'm glad he was all right after that. I mean, the car.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Well, he was all right.
Well, then
Yeah, there's
COVID.
some controversy.
We
a little
won't
bit behind that.
speculate.
Wait,
on how
really?
they do.
I've
Yeah,
never
he was
heard.
out-
I've never heard this speculation. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that.
There was a lot of conspiracy theories on the week after if he truly had COVID, or
COVID
if
or
he had a
not.
concussion. And no
Yeah,
one
but
can
only be
confirm or
gone for-
deny either.
To be only gone for a week.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
That's
Yeah.
why I'm not buying it 100%. So
She
it
don't
may have
buy
been
it.
so. Yeah, like I
Especially
said,
after like what we saw.
conspiracy.
Especially after we saw with drivers later in the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of debunks it.
Well, we're gonna go from a negative to a positive. What were our favorite wins this season? And then we'll end it off with our personal best moments.
Daniel Suarez.
Daniel Suarez.
Yo, let's go.
Daniel Suarez's first win.
Kevin
was
Harvick
great.
back to back.
I like
Yeah,
that.
Kevin Harvick
And
coming
you
back in
were
a
at
big
the
way.
start of it, Taylor.
That was my favorite win of the season for me. Just being there to see Kevin Harvick win. I've always wanted to see Kevin Harvick win in person. I don't know why specifically him. It is just that, and then Ryan Blaney. I cannot explain to you why. But literally, I wanted to cry when he crossed the finish line. I turned to Sawyer, who was with me, and I was like, I kid you not, this is bucket list, pure bucket list, because I don't know when he's gonna win next. So,
Yeah.
and then he won the next week.
And then he goes on to win it.
Yeah. So, like,
Nice.
that was cool. Not saying that he's not gonna win next year, but Kevin Harvick's getting to the later part of his career, and stuff happens.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
I'll say I was more excited for Bubba Wallace's Kansas win. Like that was the win that got me, but that was just kind
Yeah.
of personally what I loved. But Suarez's win just it meant a whole lot more.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like it's obviously it's just ironic, not like anything was changed or anything. But I just thought, of course, all it took was putting Air Jordan on the car for them to get
Yeah.
their first official win.
Yeah.
They were able to jump to the finish line first.
Nice.
Nice.
Unfortunately, he's here all
Funny.
week.
Yeah.
Also
Unfortunately, folks.
funny.
Fortunately, he's here all week.
He's the only guy we could afford to book.
He lives in the basement.
Let's see. Other favorite wins. Did we all name ours?
I mean, the Hamlin 600 win was pretty good because I called
It
it.
was good. I'm so mad. And it wasn't even supposed to happen. It wasn't even supposed to happen.
That was a good
So
one, just to
upset.
walk out of there like, told you so.
Told you. You had a lot of I told you so's this season, Dom.
What can I
Really
say?
inflates
Oh.
the ego.
You can look at this. I finished second in points, lost by 1 point by only picking Toyotas this year.
Yeah. So there's that. But that means I won, though.
Did you
I
really
was able to
only pick
I
Toyotas?
only picked Toyotas.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
he
pick
did.
Toyotas. Legit.
Look, if I hold on, wait.
It was always, it's Denny time.
Yeah, all season. I swear, if you would have picked Denny all season long, though, you would have lost.
There were
miserably.
definitely some races, like the road courses. I was just like,
Oh God, you were like, this
I
is where
mean,
I fall.
I'm just
Adam
gonna pick Bell for
doing-
best finish.
Really well until the playoffs. And then
I
your points
tanked.
plummeted.
I tanked in the playoffs bad.
He is suing for the whole points manipulation thing.
Oh, Dom, false. Daytona, you picked Kevin Harvick.
Okay.
Oh.
I remember at some point I switched.
Then you picked Ryan
Toyotas.
Blaney for Vegas.
At some point I switched. I was just like, I
Yeah.
can't do this anymore.
Fact checkers
Feeling-
indicate that was a lie.
Fact checking. And then after that point, after
That's not
Vegas,
true.
you were
That's not
solid
true.
with Toyota, like the rest of the season.
I picked
Yeah,
Blaney
yeah,
for
yeah.
Vegas. What was I thinking?
God,
You
I-
picked Blaney to win? What were you thinking?
you did not drink
All
enough
season long.
Coca-Cola the night
Don't
before.
you know anything?
No.
No Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah, that was a good win. Gotta say.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was good.
That was awesome.
We will talk about that. Yeah, Kevin Harvick has made it kind of clear he wants to be done in 2023. However, they're trying to get him to stay, and there's also rumor that Cole Custer isn't staying in the 41, but that's probably going to be announced in the next like few weeks what's happening with the 41, whether he stays or not. So like keep your eye out on SHR and all
Riley
that.
Herbst?
No, I
moves up to Cup.
swear to God, if that happens,
Monster
I will
Cars?
rage quit. Not
Billy
it's not
Deegan moves up to
happening.
Cup.
Oh no,
Haley
big or
Deegan
no,
to the-
Skip the Xfinity
big or
series.
no.
You'd think SHR would have learned their lesson.
Ryan Priest would be the
Seriously.
candidate
Oh,
for the
absolutely.
41.
You should.
Hands down.
Absolutely.
And if he's not in it, I rage.
And again, it's like I don't see him like winning a bunch right off the bat, but he's going to definitely change the average finish of that 41 car.
Yeah, I mean,
20. It'll be
even-
a 15 car.
If he could be a top,
Running the
if he
top
could be a
15.
consistent top 15, that's a huge improvement.
and here's the
maybe.
problem: when Cole Custer runs really well, like he did at Martinsville, he was like a top 5 car all day, which I was shocked by. Then he finishes outside the top 10, and I'm like, what happened? Well, I mean, obviously,
Can't-
like he
you
took
can't
that
finish
cheap.
it all.
You got
Yeah,
Custer.
didn't get tires and he fell back, but
Well, it's because he only runs Xfinity
Yeah.
distances.
I know he's as fast as Xfinity Internet,
He
literally.
is killer for 300 miles.
Yeah,
He's a dangerous man at 300.
dang. All right, folks. Personal best. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Another
Yeah.
favorite one of mine. Truck Series. Parker Kligerman winning at Mid Ohio in person. Witnessed that. That
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
That was very
Great
Yeah.
celebration. Very much emotional
Very
stuff.
emotional.
very much emotion.
Yeah, very much emotion.
Very,
Very
much.
much.
Well said.
Personal best moment. We're gonna close it
Oh.
off on that.
I want to go last.
Okay. I'll
Can
start.
Although it might be, I don't know, some of you might have the same one I have.
Okay,
Oh.
can we just say it off the bat now that our first best moment is all meeting each other?
Yeah.
Can we get the
Yes.
sappiness out of the way first?
Oh,
Um,
Rob. No,
Somebody-
we were all like
somebody had to
such
say
great
it.
pals.
Oh, quit cutting the onions.
Where are the onions?
or
Why do live-
Time, why did you get in here?
We're just
God.
children. My God.
Why did you get in here?
Why do live streams make you reminisce on the good old days?
I think my toddler
Oh.
diecast is too close to me. I'm tearing up.
But what's funny is because we've recounted this a little bit before too, but I met Adam first last year through a Twitter space, and then he's like, "You should talk to this guy Dom. He's done like radio and podcast stuff, and he works at the Hall of Fame." I'm like, "Great!" And I thought Dom was like a 50-year-old man. Dom is not. So then, so because based on the description, I was like, "Oh, this guy's like seasoned and like he is
He's
like a
vet.
seasoned pro. He's a great journalist." And I was
That's
like, "Oh,
Jeff
he's like
Walker.
a little bit
Good
older than me."
afternoon, Taylor.
Hello. And then so I met Tom, and
Hello,
then
Taylor.
Rob met by making like making a drawing of me. Like what was it? Like what are I keep forgetting the character names.
Oh, they're like
things.
those like Tokyo Dachi things.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't know who this guy's. And I don't know why I thought you were like 40 years old too, but like I did. And then you joined like the live stream, and I was like, oh my god, you're like not.
So
So
what
if you're
we've
ever
heard
gonna-
from this, apparently 25 is the new 40.
Yeah.
No, it's
Um,
if you're gonna meet Taylor for the first time, go in expecting to be judged like you're in your midlife crisis.
And I'm only in my quarter life crisis, Taylor.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Got a
Sorry.
whole nother crisis to go.
Yeah, I hit the quarter century mark this year. We're taking.
Okay, maybe I don't need to go last. Let me just go ahead and do it. Rob, I need you to go ahead and hum the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia music.
No.
The gang goes merch hunting at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yo. We spent
was
massive
the
amounts
That's
of
public domain too, so we can use it.
no copyright claims.
Yeah, the gang goes merch hunting outside Charlotte Motor Speedway before the ARCA truck
in
double.
the tents. In the
In the
tents.
tents. Oh
God, that
my
was so
God.
much
You
fun.
can get lost in those tents.
You can.
I'm
Well,
gonna.
Well, actually, one of the funniest things was you, Taylor. You were like, "Well, yeah, let's go back to the trailer." I look at my phone like, Taylor, the race is going to start in like 20 minutes. We need to get over to the track. And you
And I was
looked
like,
at
we were
me
here-
dead seriously. Your face went like, "No way! You got to shut up! No way!" I was like, "Yeah, starts at 6. It's 5:30. We got to go." And here we are, just holding like giant bags and just full of so much wonder and whimsical stuff.
I bought so much
God
stuff.
almighty, I bought a lot too.
And then Dom was
went nuts though.
a booty, and he got me cars, and he didn't have to do that.
He bought me a car
You did it
too.
yourself.
No, we will debate this till the end of time.
I'm
dropping the link to the.
Wait, did we guilt Dom into buying this diecast?
No.
Did we gaslight him into buying this diecast?
So yeah,
Probably.
actually,
I feel like
I bought Dom food at the track, and then he was like, "You're gonna regret this." It was like an $8 corn dog, okay? And then he bought me like $60 worth of cars.
$8 corn dog.
Hey, I spent $18 on a burger and a fry at the track, and I had to split it.
And it was delicious.
It was
track
food is different.
Track food is expensive.
I put the 600 vlog in the chat if you guys want to watch that later. I had so much fun putting that together and also just hanging out with you all. Rob, we still haven't met in person, and that kind of blows.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, and the sucky part is I can't go to the 600 next year.
No, is it official?
Yeah, because I have a race that weekend. Yeah. Well, I can't say where the race is yet, but
yeah.
We do have a race that weekend.
Well, Adam, Dom, and I, it looks like we're all staying in my grandparents' RV. Let's go. There she is.
There's the
come up for a modified race or Loudon.
Oh,
you could come up for Loudon and see the modified race.
Oh my God, me and Dom could road trip.
Oh my God.
No.
We have road trip. We need a
vlog.
So
how many body armors does it take to get to Boston?
Oh my God. We're gonna go through like cases upon cases.
To do the challenge, you have to go all the way up to Boston without using the bathroom.
Oh no,
man, I would lose.
How far can you go?
How far can my kidneys go without exploding?
It's called an endurance race for a
ultimate
reason.
endurance race.
I'm gonna have to take the Cole Custard approach. I'm only good for the first 300.
Yeah, I mean 300's good. Dom, my mom wants to know what breed your child is.
She is a Japanese chin. Come here, baby. Come here. She's freaking out right now.
She's like, nope, I'm gonna be on camera. I don't want that.
Come here.
I will say I'm hoping because Dom I think is gonna try to work Atlanta again, but I'm gonna try to work that one too.
I'm trying to go to Daytona as well.
I have to look at the schedule. I might go to New Smyrna. Just a week before Daytona, because that's where the modifieds open their season, and I'm trying.
That track has a lot more banking than I thought it did.
Yeah, I texted Toby last week when the modified schedule came out, and I said, "Hey, if we can make this possible, I kind of want to run the whole modified schedule next year."
Oh,
there you go.
So maybe we can make that work. I mean, I have clients that race like full time in the modified tour, so even if like some of my races aren't with Toby, I still have access to them, and I'm still like getting paid to go to those races. It's just kind of stacking clients on clients.
See, that's my goal too. Like, obviously, like the Atlanta race in the spring, like I'll still be in class for, but I don't have classes on Friday, so I can still travel. But with my clients, schedule's unknown for next year, but I'm hoping that when school is out and I'm graduated, thank God, I'll be able to go to like every race. That's my dream and goal.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what Granite State's doing for their schedule before I like can actually start locking stuff down. But honestly, worst comes to worst, I might get a sub to do those races. I've got a buddy that is kind of looking to get in. Like that one's not a Granite State race. I can't do that one.
Well, tell them you quit.
Wow.
No, this is one of the races that's gonna happen.
Remember, Rob. Remember, when life gives you lemons, quit your job and go to the 600.
Yes. Yeah.
No, this is one of the races that's gonna have my logo though. So I need.
Oh, okay, then you gotta.
Which brings me to my favorite moment of 2022, the racing season. It is not the top 3 series, but having 4 logos for 4 modified races this year. That was pretty cool. Including not including the logo I made for the Triple Crown that we had within the tour this year.
Nice.
So that
I
was
still
really
think
cool.
this is the best one you've ever made.
Guys, merch link in bio.
That one's on my site.
Yeah,
I have like the concept one up on my site. Yeah.
that's so cool. Yeah, if you want Rob's merch, because he doesn't just do the ATYL stuff and his logos, but he also has like just fun designs on like Redbubble, Etsy. You can like purchase.
They're all copyright free.
Yes,
Yep.
they're beautiful. Oh, here we go. Oh wait, where's? Oh, I don't have my hat with me right now.
Yep. I got one right there.
Yo,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
good.
Yeah.
I have
Go ahead.
all these acrylic,
No
or not
copyright.
acrylic buttons, but the
They're
pins.
the pins are acrylic.
Okay,
Yeah, they're
yeah,
acrylic.
the acrylic pins. They're so. I'll have to bring them next stream because they're so. Great.
I want to get more enamel pins
Yes.
manufactured, but I need people
The
to
t-shirt.
buy the ones that I have so far. So go buy my pins on Etsy if you want to see more, because I will make more as long as people buy them.
And then that cute little like ATYL card that's like on my shirt right now. It's
Yeah.
also in a pin form if you want it on a pin. Be at the
Got
track
the-
next year, rep the ATYL merch, and like we can find you and say, hey, what's up? You know?
The
Exactly.
one that Adam's
Yeah.
holding's definitely got the Super Speedway spoiler on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Got the cartoon look. I like it.
I gotta say, my favorite moment, like not being sappy, would have to be probably working Mid Ohio. It was my first taste of actually
awesome.
like working
Right.
a race.
It's different,
and
isn't it?
it's so different, but it was the coolest thing. And I actually did photography for that race, which I've never really actually done photography at all, which is kind of thrown at me. And I had so much fun. I got to interview Matt Benedetto on a golf cart in the middle of just chaos, and it was super fun. Got to talk to Justin Marks too. Had a great interview with him and talking about like his plans with the Project 91 car. And
You're welcome for one of those good questions.
you had a fantastic question. I was like, because Stephen Conley, who was he was mentoring me during that weekend, a fantastic photographer, great journalist, podium finish. He was like, who gave you that question? I was like, that was Adam. It's pretty good. So
What was the question?
it was asking if the Project 91 car if the plan is to get that chartered or if it's just to run it as kind of a trophy car.
And he even, I think he like took.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah, he took pods. He said,
yeah.
That's not bad.
So that was fun. And then I couldn't feel my feet afterwards, and I just had the best time. So personal moment.
I think one of the best was getting to witness an ARCA race featuring an F1 V10 Ferrari engine.
The 600 weekend ARCA race. Oh my god.
The ARCA race was a highlight.
Yeah.
Speaking of ARCA, Ben's favorite moment was Salem. I wanted to mention that he covered his first ARCA race at Salem, like legit, like the full thing, and it was cool. But yeah, no, that race we just made fun of that engine every time it went by.
It was so
horrific.
Funny. It's just ridiculous.
I have the video still.
Oh, you do?
I still have the video. I still have the video of Gregson going by.
Yes.
With his 7
I did
cylinders. Oh my gosh, it's so great.
Impressive.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
I gotta find it.
That whole weekend was just.
It was magical.
It was too good to be true.
We already got our tickets for next year. Sawyer's joining. I'm very excited.
Nope. Wait, wasn't that one? Was it this
I'm gonna try and make it. I can't make any guarantees. I'm gonna try.
No, make a guarantee. If you guys are gonna be at the 600 next year, come find me. That'll be awesome. Oh my god, did you find it? Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it.
Play it.
I hope I can hear it.
All right.
There it is.
That last one.
What?
Yeah.
Like 2007 Daytona Talladega qualifying trimmed out.
Literally the stupidest sounding engine. Oh my god. It was so fun though. Yeah. That was hilarious. Ugh. Well, all right, you guys. We're gonna talk about some NASCAR news, but we're at like an hour 30. I feel like we should call it for the night. We'll have a lot more news to talk about next week for sure. We do it all again next Friday. we're thinking next Friday we'll come back, do another live stream, have another fun topic, fun themed planned. And we'll talk some NASCAR news at that point. I'm sure we have some controversy that you guys want to still dive into from Phoenix. Maybe not at that point, but if you have any stream ideas and anything like that, let us know on Twitter. Just tag us in some ideas. I know we had some great ones during the regular season. So just to let us know, our social media handles, some of us have them on the screen, but I'll kind of just do like a little round table, starting with Rob. What's your social
didn't
media?
get the memo.
That's okay.
Mine is on brand, and that's brand with 2 N's. On the Bird app that is on fire.
We won't even go into that. Oh my god!
But also on Instagram, it's the same handle, on brand with 2 N's. So
yes,
you can follow me there.
That app is being defeathered as we speak.
I felt bad for the Duolingo word, but man, I don't know this other one.
Nice.
Zane.
Dom.
Okay, so I am at DomJoseph22 on Instagram and the app that shall remain nameless.
The Voldemort of apps. And then Adam, you got yours on the screen, but
I do. You can find me at the Blue Brigade, or you can find me at Instagram.
And then we got all of our stuff on here, Above the Yellow Line, on Instagram and YouTube. We don't really post to our YouTube channel anymore, but like still do that. We're also on Spotify. I'm gonna have a thing up after this that says we're on Spotify. But and then Toby Christie.com on all social media platforms, and then at _Taylor Kitchen_ on that one app. And then we're also on TikTok as well, putting a lot of content on there, so make sure you follow us there. And then like I said, we're on all like podcasting platforms. If you don't want to watch the show or can't watch the regular ATYL show that we're going to have, I believe, once a week during the regular season, or excuse me, during the off season, make sure you listen to it. And then also we got to thank our amazing partners to close out the ATYL season and continuing for us, DoorDash and Shaq eye gear. We greatly appreciate them. They also have great promo codes for you guys during the off season. Mamba34 for 20% off your order of Shaq eye gear glasses. And then also, if you're a first-time DoorDash user, you get 30% off using NASCAR 30s promo code to get 30% off your first DoorDash order. So it's pretty neat. So support them as they support us. Major thank you to them. So yeah, thanks guys for joining us on a Friday night, the first kind of off-season live stream of the season. Excited to have you guys back with us next week. And until next time, we'll see you. Bye guys.